Hola, mi nombre es Osvaldo. Estoy de acuerdo con el proyecto. Spanish. Okay, my name is Osvaldo. I'm supporting the program. My address is 1723 Southwest 301 Street. I agree with the project, so because I think that the community going to look better for the neighborhood, so it's fine. Okay. All right.
My name is Debbie Coley. I live at 29191 Southwest 164th Avenue Road. Actually just down around the corner from the proposed subdivision. I've seen the other properties. I'm agreeing with this. I've seen the other properties the builder has built. They're very nice houses. They're keeping with the covenants, were 15,000 square feet. So I'm in support of it.
Hi, my name is Antoinette Nunez, and I live at 29721 Southwest 169th Avenue in Homestead. And they're building currently right in the corner of my house. And I believe that I'm in agreement with this because I believe it's going to bring up the value of Homestead and make it more profitable, more a better place, like Candle and other places.
Not only that, they're actually fixing the roads too. We have a one-way road and we have a right of, the same address, 29721 Southwest 169 Avenue. Louis Nunez. And they're actually doing a justice to our road. We only have a one-way road. And there's a lot of people going against each other when they're not supposed to. They're actually making a two-way road for us. Not just on one, but also on the other street, on where they're making those houses. So I'm in agreement to that too.
My name is April Rose, and I agree on the new houses that are being built. I live on 17995 Southwest 296th Street. I'm glad they're building it. It's new homes for new families to come, so build them.
Can I translate? It's okay. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Monica Willoughby. I live at 17995 Southwest 296th Street, and I agree with the Brandon Homes.
I'm so sorry, no, I understand English.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Rodriguez. I agree with the project. I live in 7203 Southwest, Union 1 Street, Homestead, Florida 33030. I love the community. My husband is in the army, and we need new homes for the Homestead, Florida race because we moved here and we love the project. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Renier Diaz. I'm sorry, no speak English.
Buenas tardes, yo tampoco hablo inglés.
Hi, my name is Leslie Dieter. I live in 17995 Southwest 296th Street, and I agree with the project. I believe it'll modernize Homestead.
Good evening, Carlos Treven, 16520 Southwest 292nd Street. I agree with the project. I think it's going to be a plus for our community. Thank you.
What do you call opposition?
Outside 43 signatures. People that could be.
Call the people who are opposed to the project. Opposition.
Good evening. My name is Cecilia McGrath. I live at 29243 Southwest 165 Avenue. I live in the neighborhood right adjacent to this new project, and I am speaking out against this and all of the overdevelopment that has been happening in the South Dade area. I have lived in Homestead for 30 years. My daughter was the 2012 Homestead Rodeo Queen. I moved there because of the agriculture and the small town feel. And that's how we wanted to stay. I commute to the city every day. I work in supporting the most fragile schools in our district. And it takes me a 4-hour commute every day, 2 hours of that leaving just the South Dade area because of the traffic. I know you all are acutely aware of all the scientific studies that have been done with our aquifer and the fact that we're running out of water in South Dade. And I don't know how we will be supporting all of these issues with all of the high rises that are being built along the busway, in addition to all the development that has been going on in the agriculture area where I live. In addition, if any of you tried to evacuate during Hurricane Irma and you live in the South Dade area, there are many of my family members that live in the Florida Keys, including my son, would not be able to leave South Florida because of the traffic. They are working on the roads, but this is a long-term project. I hope respectfully that you will consider what is happening and the impact and the negative impact this will be having for all the citizens in the South Dade area. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Donna Walker. I live at 29300 Southwest 173rd Court. I am strongly opposed to this project. You know, as mentioned earlier in this meeting, you know, we're talking about an area that is a transition zone between regular residential housing and agriculture. I have an agricultural exemption on my property. I maintain a grove as well as all of my other neighbors. We are fighting very hard to try and maintain the identity of South Dade County. The traffic situation, as you all continue to approve these projects, is totally out of hand. At 296th Street and 288th Street, which are the major thoroughfares moving east and west, when you are in the morning commute or you are in the afternoon commute, it takes you 4 and 5 traffic light changes to move across US 1. Chrome Avenue, I travel when I go to my office in Kendall. In order to be there and not be an hour and a half in traffic, I have to leave my house at 5:45 a.m. and it still takes me an hour to get there. The continued growth that is being allowed to occur in our area is impacting our way of life. It is impacting our ability to live our lives. You know, frequently, I think this is my 6th or 7th time before this council in the last 2 years. And the one comment that I hear frequently is, county staff approved, county staff approved, county staff approved. Well, county staff doesn't live where we live. County staff isn't trying to get across just to the grocery store or get to school or get where you have to go. And the changes, this is an AU property, this is an agricultural property. To change this zoning also means we have lost the ability to farm or grow on that particular piece of property, which again takes away from the identity of Deep South Dade. I also want to comment on the covenant because I read something that the builder was willing to sign a covenant. Well, that's fine and dandy, but I had covenants on my property too. And when I tried to get the county to enforce the covenants against one of my neighbors who was violating the covenants, I was told that that is not the county's responsibility anymore. So the covenant, in my opinion, is worth the paper it's printed on and no more, because if the county is not going to enforce it, it doesn't do any good. Which, let me just summarize by saying that, you know, we are under attack in Deep South Dade. We are under attack through traffic. We are under attack through changes to our zoning. We are under attack by people who continue to move here and exploit the resources of the county and violate county codes. I have a case pending with Commissioner Levine Cava that I have been fighting now with code enforcement for 3 or 4 months. So you all make these decisions and then people do what they want to do, and then we're left to live the consequences of these decisions. I strongly oppose this. I strongly oppose any changes from agriculture at all. Thank you.
Jeff Blakely, 28590 Southwest 170 Avenue. I do not support this application, and I would appreciate it if the applicant would come to the podium and explain why he's asking for RU1, which is a 75 by 100 foot lot, and his lots are 15,000 plus. That's EUM. I'd like to know why he's asking for RU1. If he was asking for EUM, that would put a different light on the matter. Thank you.
Patricia Miller, 16550 Southwest 299th Street. I grew up in Homestead, and the thing about Homestead, everyone wanted to come to Homestead because of our agricultural community. As a matter of fact, I worked for the Dade County Agricultural Center for 10 years, so I have a deep love for our farms, for our nurseries, and I would like to see them continue to be there. We're losing so much of our farmland to housing, overcrowding. If you try to come down 296th Street on Avocado Drive in the evening, as the young lady said, between the bus stops and the traffic lights, it takes you it's almost as though we're becoming the new Kendall. I tell everybody that 8th Street now is the new Kendall Drive, and I don't want Avocado and those other streets to become the new Kendall Drive as well.
My name is George Lopez. I live at 17325 Southwest 280th Street, 33031. I get up in the morning. I like to ride my bike, listen to birds chirping. I like to say hello to people who are walking. It's clean, it's nice, people are nice. I don't want to change that. For instead of seeing the wildlife, seeing Pampers and Burger King bags on the side of the road, I'm being afraid that somebody's going to run me over because they're in a rush to get to work. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Wendy Staples. I live at 28221 Southwest 173rd Avenue, Homestead. I agree with everything everybody has said. We moved there 25 years ago, and it has just become the new Kendall. And that's not why we moved there. That's not why we brought our kids there and raised our kids. Thank you.
Good evening, Robert Casals, 28595 170th Avenue. Maybe try to explain it a little bit. You know, I grew up in Homestead since 1976. So I'm going to take you back to the journey, right? The journey, well, first, I strongly oppose the project. I'm a neighbor there. Most of my neighbors are here, long-time residents, but I think you can have them stand. Take care of it. Yes, I do.
So, the journey back in time starts in 1976 when my parents moved to Leisure City. And that was back in those days, you would, the biggest complaint was going around the tractor that was in your way, right? Not the traffic, right? We never thought about mass transit. So now, as you go through and you make your investment in your home, which is the biggest investment you're gonna make, you go around the neighborhood, start looking at different properties, okay, well, that's great, agricultural, that's great.